What am I going to wear?
Yes.
Is that what you want to know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I might pick something from work. I think most of what I would wear on a regular, like, daily basis would probably suffice. but it depends on how hot it is that day. If it's raining, I think these shoes are a little bit too uncomfortable. I might wear some other heels. We'll see. I think that a bunch of exotic dancers that I know are going to get together and, like, have lunch or something and go as a group.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have a little get together and decide what we're all going to wear and make it a group effort. We'll see. What are you going to wear?
I don't know yet.
I kind of feel like people just don't get it. Like, I don't really feel like that stuff is even the nitty-gritty of life. Like, I don't think it's really that important. So what?
Yeah.
Aren't there more important things we can focus on than what somebody's wearing or their sexual preference? Like, I don't know, starving children? Or, like, come on, people. Like, let's focus on something else. But I think also it'll just be a lot of fun. And I know that it's certainly, especially in Portland, I think it's really not going to be just for women either. I think it's going to be, a huge part of the gay and trans community. Like, I know that they are going to turn out for this, and it's going to be huge. And I think that's awesome. Also, I think it's a good excuse to dress up. Just, let's get to the real part of it. I just want to wear cool clothes out on the street, like, I don't know. That I'm just kidding. That's just one part of it. I'm curious. I don't know what I'll end up wearing. I'm curious what I'll wear. But it's a lot of things wrapped up into this idea.
Yeah.
It is. And, like, incorporate all of it. When you talk about it, it's almost like too much to grasp.
Yeah.
I think too that, like, Portland is kind of, I think people who live here forget this, but Portland is kind of a city that's a leader in terms of accepting things like that. So with the bike ride and with the slut walk, we're setting the country, trying to be, a leader and be more open-minded and show other people that it's like the wild kingdom behind me.
Yeah. Parading around for the right to not be molested, and it's whereas
parading for the right to not be molested. Yeah, it's true, but that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. Whereas for people,
I moved here like 8 years ago, and I was like, this place is fucked up.
Yeah.
This is a weird place. Yeah, I was trying to think about just things that I wanted to convey when I was talking to you today, and I guess I just didn't realize how much being an exotic dancer has become, like, ingrained in my life, because so much of what strippers who are, like, politically and socially active fight for has more to do with women's rights than anything else. I mean, we fall under that umbrella, and it's one thing that I think is important is that a lot of women don't understand, like, what I do for a living.
Yeah.
They don't get it, or they just really, they don't approve of it. They think it's slutty.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that when I am, fighting for my own rights, as it were, as a dancer, I'm really fighting for the greater goal of women's rights, for everybody, for them too. So I think that's really important, especially, like, for the women that are, like, I have a couple of women friends that they just don't understand the slut walk thing, and they're like, why would you want someone to call you a slut? That's terrible. I'm like, no, you don't understand the idea behind it.
Yeah. They're already calling me a slut.
And it's taken a couple conversations to really get through to them and make them understand what it's all about. Because, like, I happen to think my job is totally awesome. Like, I pretty much get paid to party for a 5-hour shift. Like, I'm sorry, but that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
And there are some negative things that go along with it, like people not asking you and going ahead and groping and touching. And the answer is, I mean, I try to break it down with people and actually ask them why they did that. I'll say, hey, you actually can't touch me without my permission. Why did you do that? And they'll say, well, it's out there. Like, grab your butt and then say, why did you do that? And they're like, well, it's out there, it's hanging out there. I'm like, well, that doesn't mean you can grab it, Oh, you're a stripper, you're used to this. You're used to it.
Yeah.
You know, what do you expect with this job?
Yeah.